This certification is AWS Solution Architect. Okay, and this is associate level certification, right? After this associate level certification, you can go for professional level, and after that you can go with expert level. So we have 3 level of certification. So this is the basic, you can say, the starting of your certification in the field of AWS, right? So in this we have a defined curriculum for AWS. I will show you the course curriculum which we have to cover in the next upcoming classes. This is the course content which we have to cover. The first one is Elastic Compute Cloud. That is nothing but your servers in AWS. Second one is your simple storage services. Most of the questions coming from this part, simple storage service, and related to storage. We have various kinds of storages in AWS, but simple storage service and elastic block storage, these two storages are very important from exam point of view and even from interview point of view, because if you are going for an interview for solution architect level or any fresher level job in the field of cloud, then they generally ask you the questions related to simple storage services and related to EBS. So again, this part is very important. Then we have VPC. VPC is again your virtual private cloud, that is your own network, because you know the basic differences between cloud, like public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. So in your own organization, suppose if you are having one organization like IBM, like TCS, then they have their own cloud for their own employees, right? If you are working somewhere, then it might be possible that in your organization as well, they have their own cloud where they put their data, where they put their employees information and their all the other databases, right? So that private cloud you can create on this public cloud, because VPC is nothing but just like your private cloud. So this is very important, big topic in solution architect exam, and we have to cover lots of labs in this private cloud, virtual private cloud, right? And I will tell you one more thing, that most of the content is, you can say that 70% we will cover lab, okay? In classroom trainings, I will tell you 70% is lab and 30% we devote for theory, right? So most of the time I will show you labs, how to perform the labs. You can write down or you can do simultaneously with me, right? Side by side, you can perform the lab. Otherwise, you can write down all these steps. I will give you the time I perform in a manner that you can write down all the steps and perform later on, right? So most of the time, you know, our focus is on labs. So we'll do lots of lab related to all these things. And one more important thing, if you are having a non-technical background, for example, and you don't know that the basics of cloud or other things related to cloud, even no need to worry, right? I will tell you each and everything in a very basic language, in a very basic layman language, you can say. Okay, if you can understand Hindi as well, then I will give you examples in Hindi as well, not no issue, right? But yes, my focus is that you people would be able to qualify or crack the AWS certification as well as your interview part, right? I will provide you all these slides as well. And in this slide, this is a customized slide which would be very beneficial for you in exams, even in your interview, right? So I will share all these slides later on after the completion of the session. Then I will share the slides as well. I will share you with you the official book, the official course content, the dumps files, everything is provided by us, right? So no need to worry about all these things, right? And if you are having any question that because in the market people said that, okay, if you are non-technical background, if you don't have the knowledge of Linux, if you don't have the knowledge of IP networking, these kind of things, then they said that AWS is very difficult to learn. But I will tell you, after completion of the course, you will be able to perform each and every lab. You are able to give answers of each and every topic which I have mentioned here, right? All these 8 topics. Okay, you will become you can say perfect on all these topics. So just be calm and with patience, just follow all the labs, all the steps, whatever we have discussed in the classroom session. Just focus on that, and then please make a note side by side. Whatever I said, please try to make a notes, right? So write down all the things, whatever we have discussed in the session, in the classroom, and then revise later on. And regarding the labs, I will perform all the labs live. And as you can see here as well, that I can write down each and everything. So it is very easy for me to show, just like a classroom. So people sometimes feels that okay, in online classroom and offline classroom there is a difference. We can ask a question in offline classroom, but it is not possible in online classroom. Not at all. You can unmute your mic and you can ask at the same time whatever you feel. Is there any doubt? If you have any doubt, you can ask me in between the session. That is not an issue. So this is a live training session. You can ask me and I will give you the answer on the whiteboard. So just it gives you the feel that you are in the offline classroom in the real time scenario, right? So no need to worry. And these are the important topics. Along with these topics, we'll discuss some other topics, small few topics in the end of the session. That is also important. But these are the major topics. These are the major topics. Rest we'll discuss other things as well. But these are the major topics and the major focus of this training program. So now let us discuss our first topic, that is EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, in short form, we can say EC2. This is nothing but your server. What kind of server? Virtual server. In Microsoft Azure, we name it as virtual machine. Virtual machine. But in Azure, its name is EC2, or you can say Elastic Compute Cloud. Both are the same things. Whether you say virtual machine or you say Elastic Compute Cloud, both are the same things, right? There is no difference. This is the name of, you can say, terminology used by AWS. So they termed it as Elastic Compute Cloud, and in Azure, we named it as virtual machine. So this is nothing but your server, your virtual servers. We have lots of images in AWS, even in Microsoft Azure as well.